Welcome back and welcome to the Houdini organization lesson for this mini course. What we're going to do in this video is we're going to take the plan that we came up with from the workflow planning lesson and we're going to start implementing, we're going to start organizing the way we want to set this network up within Houdini and start thinking about our data. So if you haven't downloaded the project files, I do recommend you do so you can follow along with this exact setup and then also have the final files once we complete them. I'm just going to rearrange these windows a little bit because I want to be able to see my workflow plan in the bottom right and be able to modify and move within my network view here in the middle. So very first thing I'm going to do is we're going to create a geometry container and we'll use this to create our pegboard. And perhaps we could actually create another container for the marbles. Maybe I'll say this is all my geo, and we'll keep it simple for this one. And we'll create a LOP network as well, which is render my scene. And what we need to have is we're going to have a pegboard. We're going to have some static objects, some animated objects, some marbles. And we're actually going to need to have, well, maybe we'll do two ones. We'll say setup, pegboard, and we'll say background assets or geo. So maybe we'll have some backdrops, some additional geo here, and then a main pegboard as well as our simulation. And the organization of where you choose to do the work isn't really a huge deal. It's just however you choose to work. So I'm going to jump inside the LOP network and we're going to create two nulls, which will be the start and the end. And now we can start thinking about how we might be organizing some of this setups here. So we'll grab a camera because we do know we want one of those. I'll add that in there. I'm going to say a dome light. I'm going to use a graphed branches to connect these in. Merge. And I won't define any primitives yet because that is something I'll save for the next video. But what we're going to want to do perhaps is create another graph branches, put it up here, and this could be our background scene. And maybe within here, we've got another merge. And we might have a backdrop. So I could grab a SOP import because we might want to create a backdrop. I'll move these up here. And this might be our background. And then we maybe have one for our main scene. So I'll say pegboard. Merge. And hopefully all of this feels pretty familiar to you. And if it doesn't, I do recommend you check out some of the beginner videos on the channel. Maybe this will be pegboard. We could say static and then pegboard. Animated. Maybe there's parts of the board that are static, parts that are animated. And then maybe we have our marbles. So again, I'm not going to define any of these primitives, and I'm going to wait to do that once we actually have some of our objects and information moving through this network. So another thing we're going to need is a karma render settings because we're going to be using karma. I'll ignore that error for now. I'll connect this and I'll say my really great render. And this is going to be all we need for our Solaris setup. And this is essentially the lighting, the camera, and the render settings that we've got here planned at the bottom. And we actually would need materials. So I'll create a material library. And one important thing to note, we could create the materials up here. But we had mentioned actually in the last video that we need to create the materials before we assign them. And we need to create the geometry before we assign the materials. So if I didn't assign materials here, that wouldn't work. this needs to go down at the bottom or even down here. For now, I'll actually move all of these materials down to the very bottom and perhaps color those purple, just hitting C to get that little color panel there. And it's going to be all for my Solaris setup. And now what I'll do is perhaps jump inside my background geo. I'll make a little network box, and I like to color these dark black so they just hide out of the way. And I'm going to get a null. This will be out my backdrop. And I'll say create backdrop here. And I do want to have some kind of studio background, because if we are looking at the side of this pegboard, instead of seeing just a dark black scene behind or seeing our HDRI accidentally, I'd rather have a solid color or some additional geometry that I could choose to change the materials if I see fit. So for now, it'll be out my backdrop. That'll be fine for our background geo. And then for the pegboard, I'm going to have the pegboard itself. I'll color this dark as well. Maybe I'll have out static pegboard and out animated. And these could actually be combined. There's no need to have those split. So as we work, we might see a couple different ways of organizing. And then maybe I'll duplicate this for spheres. So a sphere, marble. And this will be my main marble. And we will actually be doing a simulation in this mini course. So I'm going to color this dark as well. And this will be our simulation. And we'll see a couple different ways of organizing this, but we're not going to go too far into the fundamentals of simulations. We're just going to cover some of those. And if you do want to learn a little bit more, there is a RBD lesson on the channel as well. And then within Level Up Houdini, we have dozens of hours actually covering simulations and SOP workflows and DOP workflows and all of that good stuff, all from scratch. So definitely check that out if you're interested in learning more Houdini. So that'll be my simulation, and that should actually be good. And while we're actually in here, I'm going to do pegboard static, pegboard animated, marbles, backdrop, and just to stay consistent, I am actually going to link these nodes. So in the bottom right, I'm going to go to background geo, out my backdrop. I'm going to drag this up to here, and this parameter panel is linked to this node because I've got my 1 and my 1 checked up there. And this one is independent because it's now pinned, so it's working by itself. So that'll be good. Maybe I'll color that a green to note that I've added that in. I'll go into my setup pegboard. I'll put this out static on pegboard static, and out animated, I can actually put this on pegboard animated. And one thing we do want to be aware of is as we start doing simulations, we want to be considerate of where our render objects are coming from. So in this case, I wouldn't actually connect my main marble here because I'm going to make a first marble and then I'm going to have to simulate. And what I'll actually have is animated, or simulated rather, simulated marbles would be down here. And this marble will somehow be combined with the information here. And actually, if I drag this to the null, it'll snap this network view to where this one was. And what I can see is kind of the same idea that's happening here. I could have my marbles in one network square. For now, maybe I'll color those green. And then I could have my pegboard in the other, and then I combine them both, and they both need, the simulation rather needs the information from both of these objects to actually simulate. So we'll see that again once we set up the rest of this workflow. But for now, that actually should be the end of our workflow organization within Houdini. So I'm going to go File, Save As. I already started pegboard 01, so I'll actually override this file. I'm going to accept and overwrite. And now that should be good. And we're going to start in the next video to actually start creating some of this setup and slowly get closer towards our end goal. So awesome. That'll be all for this one, and I'll see you in the next video.